Hi, folks. I've got a little question for the hive mind. At the end, please put something in the comment section, either something simple like yay or nay, or some insight that you might have, and maybe some advice on how to do something. Okay. The question basically comes down to is that a lot of people, some of them trained professionals in help in protecting children, have been saying that I should contact Child Protective Services because John Duvall lives with two young girls from the looks of things, and people are worried. I have to admit, I think that they are right. There is a lot of behavior on his part that concerns me. However, I am not the most objective observer. John Duvall, of course, has been, harassing me, stalking me, etc., for well over a decade. He recently challenged me to a fight, and I said for July 21st. But again, I look at this and say, okay, what kind of an unstable personality challenges another person to a fight over the internet? Incidentally, he lives in Marion, Illinois, works at a place called Marion Bikes LLC. I'll get back to that. I live in Colorado Springs, Colorado, so it's not like we're neighbors that do this. But again, he's challenged me to a fight, and I've got another channel, Bad Boot, and I've posted some of the videos there of him challenging me and how he's excited to face me with a stick. Yeah, if he comes out, I'll do it because, I'm kind of, would be kind of pleased to, do something like that to someone that's done that type of thing to me. Things like making fun of my wife dying of cancer, devoting entire podcasts to me, doing hundreds of hours setting up fake accounts, channels on YouTube, all that, all to try to, either pretend to be me or attack me or whatever. So again, when I'm looking at this, I don't know if I should be making the call. That's why I'm asking you. Do you think, that maybe Child Protective Services should be called? I think that if you do not believe that someone is an actual threat, that calling CPS on someone is like the absolute worst thing you can do. I mean, I'm not talking about what you do to the person, okay? Putting them through hell. I'm talking about taking away resources and the time of professionals that they could actually use to protect children. Okay? Every moment, every minute that these people are chasing false leads that people know are not true is time taken away from kids that they can help. Okay? So yeah, so I'm not wanting to do this lightly. I really want input and understanding. The I cannot say with certainty that John Duvall is a danger to the children in his life. However, I cannot say that he is not a threat to the children near him. As I said, he works at a bike store. I don't think too many adults come in. Children come in, but I don't know. That might be a concern too. Again, there's a whole lot of things that disturb me. I mean, just the fact that he's challenged me, but again, all the stuff that just shows, whoa, wait a second. Um, again, I've got on this channel, there's a community. Okay, so there's videos, there's shorts, there's lives, and one of the tabs is called community, and that's where you can post screenshots or announcements, stuff like that. If you go to this channel and look over there, you can see that I'm slowly gathering all this information together from over the years and posting them as I find them to kind of serve as a form of evidence. And you can see that, there's a lot of disturbing stuff. Hayden Blackthorne, this is a convicted sex offender that has crimes against children. And you can see the screenshots of the interaction between John Duvall when he's trying to set up his little international or independent American Ninja Federation, something like that, wanting to get this guy in, despite the fact that this guy had, a very visible, very easy to find criminal history online. So yeah, that's disturbing. Just the way that he's acts in general. I mean, it's just creepy as hell. He's not a threat to me. I'm a grown adult. I'm a time zone away. But again, I mean, there'd be times that like I wake up here 7 o'clock Mountain Time, and like 4 hours ahead of time. I wake up at 7 o'clock, wake up at four, wake up 4 hours beforehand. There's an announcement, an alert notification from YouTube saying that He's put up a video tagging me. Okay. But the video has been taken down by the time I wake up. So he posted this thing in the middle of the night and then took it down by morning. This is not the way that normal people act. Then one of the most disturbing parts is just the way that he is constantly crusaded against my ability to protect children. I mean, he really seems to despise the idea that I am out there doing what I can to keep kids safe. He wants me to stop. And in fact, just a short while ago, he posted up something that had an implied threat. He basically posted something that claimed that there was a study, which probably does not exist, saying that the more likely the more that you go after child predators, the more likely you are of one. So you kind of see the trap he's trying to set, the threat. If I keep doing things like finding guys on Facebook, finding out that they are on the sex offender list, contacting the local authorities to see if that he's breaking parole by being on Facebook. If I don't stop doing that, then he can say, see, I told you, he's proving me right. The only way to not give him, ammunition for that is to stop protecting children. And it honestly seems that that's what he wants. It is so bizarre. I mean, he's, a father himself, and he doesn't want, me reporting guys that I find online that are breaking parole to put him back behind bars. He hates that idea. That right there is one of the most disturbing things. But again, I am not the most objective people. I've never really, no, I've never called anyone, CPS on anyone. I've called law enforcement, helped get, my share of people in trouble that way, deserving people. But again, I don't know how to do this. So if where, again, Marion, Illinois, who would I contact? What is the procedure? How do you go about it? Any advice like that, that'd be good. If you think that I should, chime in saying yay. If you think that nah, leave this to the authorities, say nay. Again, I want some outside objective, voices on this, and I will take things into consideration. If there's more voices on one side than the other, I may go with it or I may not. Again, I'm a free spirit. Hopefully, my fears are unfounded, but if CPS comes out, it's not like they're going to just immediately arrest him. I assume that they're going to talk to him, talk to everyone involved, see what's going on. These will be trained professionals. They'll be able to spot lies. They'll be able to see red flags that most people can't. Because John, for short periods of time, can really appear normal, and then his mask slips off, and people see his real side, and it is not pretty. So yeah, so please chime in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.